Most bizarre and deadly exoplanets. Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Region. Scientists are constantly on the lookout for planets like our own planet Earth, where humans can colonize and set up base someday. However, a search for habitable Earth-like planets is one that takes a lot of patience, as conditions needed to support life are rare. In fact, the space beyond our planet is home to some of the least hospitable locations you could dream of. As the unlikely search for planets likely to sustain life goes on, we take a look at the most bizarre and deadly exoplanets out there. Stay tuned. Gliese 581g. Gliese 581g is one of the best candidates for a life-supporting planet. It is nearly Earth-sized and it orbits within its star's habitable zone, which is the area around a star where planets could have conditions necessary for supporting life as we know it. However, this planet is tidally locked, meaning the same side of the planet is always facing its star as it orbits. This means the most habitable area is the sliver of the planet directly between day and night. Though this planet is technically habitable, the two sides of this planet offer incredibly deadly alternatives. Either side of Gliese 581g is in either frigid darkness or perpetual burning daylight. Traveling too far in the wrong direction here could result in either a frozen grave or a burnt one. Kepler 78b. The search for Earth-like planets is one scientists will likely always be working on. In 2013, two research teams identified a planet called Kepler 78b, which is about the same size, density, and composition as Earth. It has a radius only 1.2 times that of Earth's, and it is rocky. The only catch is that it is so unnaturally close to its star that its rocky composition has been entirely liquefied. With one of the tightest known orbits, it circles its star in just 8.5 hours. As Earth-like as this planet is in some aspects, there is no way anyone could survive on this molten speedball. PSR B1257 plus 12b, C, and D. This system of three planets experiences almost identical situations to one another. The nighttime skies of PSR B1257 plus 12b, C, and D are lit up by amazing auroras like the northern lights on Earth. However, this is because of the massive amounts of radiation constantly being rained down on the planets by their star. This is due to the star itself, which has become a pulsar. A pulsar is a star that has undergone a supernova, leaving a much smaller, much more dense dead star that rotates rapidly, emitting awesome amounts of radiation. It is speculated that PSR B1257 plus 12b, C, and D are second-generation planets, meaning they are formed out of the remnants of planets destroyed by the star's initial supernova. A vacation to either one of these three pulsar orbiters would have anyone dying of radiation sickness. GJ1214b. Nothing beats a nice trip to the sauna, unless of course that sauna is an entire planet of inescapable steam. GJ1214b is a super-Earth planet about 6 times as massive as Earth and appears to be a real-life water world with an interior likely made up of ice. Though the surface is made up of water, it would not appear as familiar as our planet's oceans. GJ1214b would likely not have liquid water, but due to heat and atmospheric pressures, it would instead have layers of hot ice or even water acting in a plasma state. A day trip to this steam bath world would open your pores up just before killing you with steamy burns. Osiris. Officially named HD 209458b, this hot Jupiter-type planet has been dubbed Osiris after the Egyptian god, who lost part of his body after being cut up by his brother. This name comes from the fact that this is the first exoplanet discovered with an evaporating hydrogen atmosphere. With the trail of evaporating hydrogen leaving off into space, the oxygen and carbon surrounding the planet has been stretched into a shape similar to that of a rugby ball. Even with the presence of oxygen in Osiris's atmosphere, the evaporation and atmospheric blow-off would suffocate you pretty quickly, but not before you burn up in the almost 2,000 Fahrenheit, 1,093.333 Celsius heat. Janssen. Finally, we have Janssen, a planet that has baffled scientists as a bit of a wild card of potential deadly threats. The nature of Janssen is a bit of a mystery, with potential explanations of its existence being a planet-wide coat of lava, an Earth-like atmosphere with the density of Venus's atmosphere, an exclusively day-side atmosphere, or even an ultra-hot water world. One thing is certain, however, no matter the nature of this planet, it is still incredibly hot. As typical for tidally locked planets, Jansen's day side is burning hot at 4,200 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,315.556 Celsius. However, the night side is not frozen, but instead, it comes in at half the heat of the day side, something a difference you won't really notice as you are cooked alive either way. You may not know exactly what deadly horror awaits when visiting this planet, but the possibilities are only scary until the planet's heat kills you. Well, those were some really bizarre planets for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.